Since I was a child, I always liked fantasy. My mother used to read me fairy tales. I remember how sometimes we played to live in a fantasy world, and now I'm actually living all those games and tales. Day 1 of the 4th month. My name is Thomas Anderson. I'm 17 years old. It's only been a few months since I've arrived to this world with my stepbrother Eudrin. 2 years were not enough to get along. But with these 3 months, escaping from criminal clans, magic creatures, has helped us to at least tolerate each other. I decided to write this diary to collect my experiences and adventures in this world. So far, in these 3 months, we haven't really traveled much. Just apart from what they call the dead zone, or at least, as people here say, the part that is not yet dead. The part that is not dead yet. Of the dead zone. Trust me, we had to laugh at that joke and the others by force. So the tool salesman would give us a discount. A few weeks ago, my stepbrother and I were rescued by a very strong woman called Nax. She told us that she's an older member of the Order of Knights, represented by birds. When she told me, I was amazed. I thought that in this whole place there were only strange and bad people. Nax saw Eudrin and me and realized that we are not of this world. So she brought us to the city that we're now living in. Seal. The city of Heaven's Light. During our stay here, Nax told us how this world works. And I've managed to learn a lot of things. I have known elves, fauns, centaurs, and what I love most, fairies. But I think that I still have a lot to know. There are things that I still do not understand, and I want to know what they mean. In the shops we saw, they said that they had handicrafts from Werland, Yeling, dresses, old weapons of Serrato. A lot of cute and cool things, but I still need to learn what each term of this world means. It leaves me very confused. Nax advised me to take notes of each thing that I heard so I could investigate it later. That's why I'm writing in this diary. Today, I was going with Eudrin to leave some important things in the mail office. It took a long time to go down. It doesn't matter what world we're in. He will always be a lazy emo guy. As we headed to the office, I remember we walked by a magazine stand. I saw the newspaper and reached out to see the headline. A mining company had an accident. The further we walked, we could hear the radio giving the same news. Once we arrived, we are attended by a new species that I had never seen before. A kind of man with 4 arms. I still need to ask Nask for information about them. While we were waiting, some man arrived with the same newspaper saying that it wasn't true. I listened closely to their conversation. They said that they knew people who worked there, people who managed to survive. They said that suddenly the trees came to life and crushed the bodies of one of the workers. It was a theme that we heard the whole day. In the words of many people, everyone who got their theories, well, trying to answer what was happening. Some said they were cursed lands. Others said it was the work of the fairies that wanted to stop human development. But some of them catch my attention. They said it was caused by the North Star. I still have a lot to discover. When it was late, Nax told us that in these days, she had seen her friends to help us go back to our world. But if I'm honest, I don't know if I want to go back.